Hello, everybody. How are you today? It seems like all of YouTube has blown up into oblivion. It's interesting. Thought I'd give an update on hubby. He's doing okay. Very very slow recovery. He's one day at a time. Lots of doctor's appointments and all that other kind of stuff. But I appreciate all your prayers and everybody. Hey, Gears, how you doing? Interesting night last night, huh? I ain't afraid of anybody. So the person that is has been threatening me can knock her crap off, go her happy merry little way, and go be with her friends. I'm not your friend. I don't care to be your friend. I never want to be your friend, and I ended our friendship twice. So get out of your feelings and be an adult. Oh, Gears and Myron's chat with Gummy saying that she's gonna basically put out stuff that she's twisted like she normally does because she doesn't understand anything, you know. Hey bums. Hey love, how you doing? So yeah. And I normally don't go live because I don't have the time. Oh, Gears. Yeah, I think he deleted the live and she was going after me left and right. She was going after Alicia, she was going after Kai, she was going after everybody actually. Saying that she was prettier than everybody and everybody's going to be embarrassed once she shows her face and that she's shown her face before. And I'm just like, oh, well, I guess it's a good thing that you think so highly of yourself, but your personality doesn't show your beauty. You know what I mean? Oh, it is up. Yeah. Oh God, the chat. You should have seen the chat. It was crazy. It was pretty wild. Hey, Kai. Oh, they did. Hey, Curry. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, they're out there saying now Uni's a man. I forget the name they were using for her, but yeah, they're saying she was born a man. She's not a woman at all. Very interesting. Oh my freaking land. And I've been pretty busy. I've been in chats here and there, but I don't have the time to mess around with her. I really I don't watch any of them over there. Every once in a while I'll catch somebody's live only because someone's showing it. But lately I've been trolling, not as in a different name, just watching chats and stuff just to see what they say. But yeah, the pits this morning were, hey, Uni, the pits were saying this morning, Uni, that it was all your fault about the monkey in the tree and look at this and look at that and that you were born a man, you know. Yeah, interesting stuff. The Oh, and then I was called a murderer and that I have blood on my walls and I need to clean it off. Oh, you stupid idiot. That was from my husband cutting his finger. And I told you that after he did it, he forgot to clean it off the wall and it irritated me. Oh, but I want to trip him, push him in the pool. That was more of a metaphor that he was being irritating, but, you know, laughing about it. She was laughing too. So put whatever you want out there about my mom and everything else, Angel. It just makes you look lower and lower. It doesn't matter if I have a good or bad relationship with my mother. My mother doesn't concern you. Gummy. Gummy does Dallas. So leave my name out of your mouth. But I think you guys missed my song. AC/DC, We Got Big Balls. I was going to play another one, but it was kind of inappropriate. Right, Uni? I know. But if you'd like to come up, Uni, and talk about it, you can. She did what? Oh, goodness. These people are nutso. They had nothing better to do, so they decided to stir up a lot of shit. It's yep. They're trying to get everybody because they want what everybody else has, and I'm not in it like that. I have a husband to take care of who's sitting right in the other room. He did say he might come naked behind me and flash. I'm just kidding. You wouldn't do that. He's cracking me up. She chews on nails, Curry. Hey,
Hey,
you.
hey, Feisty. Hey.
Hey.
So I missed the cheeseburgers live as usual because they're irrelevant.
Oh, that was on Myron's live.
Oh, well, I was watching it. I was streaming it, but I don't know how I missed that. I missed that
Oh,
comment.
the last hour, yeah, it was pretty interesting.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You know
Well,
what?
you got
Go ahead.
half ops and half us, so
I like I like the mix of it. That's why I hope that my chat ends up being. But the thing is, I don't allow the disrespect. Um, like Angel was on 1,000 last night with her lies. Her lies is what
Mm-hmm.
kills me.
She
And her
doesn't.
disrespect for you.
She has. She couldn't get a story straight or understand anything if it hit her in the face.
Yeah. And I asked her for receipts, right? Remember when we were fighting? I asked her for receipts. She has
Mm-hmm.
no receipts. She just runs her mouth, runs
Oh,
it, and runs it.
she she has. I mean, we were friends for a little while. I want to say about 6 months.
Hmm.
So, but I broke off our friendship twice, and that's why she's so pissed off at me
Right, right.
because I denied her the friendship. She goes, "I don't know what I would do if we weren't friends. I love you to death." Da 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 da. And then she starts acting like a jackass, and it's like, you know what? I don't have time for you. What I could do, and she told me I had to apologize for her of something that I wrote about somebody else, and I've stated this on my live before, and I've even read what I said,
Hmm.
and so yeah, she wants to put out all that information, but what she's going to do is she's going to twist what it meant because she doesn't listen anyways because all she does is talk about herself.
Exactly. Uh, and then what about that? Here's what I want to know, Diabla and Tejas. I want to know what about that fake pool that you got the stock picture off of Google? I want to know about that picture. I want to know about that pool because
did
I
you see
found
my
the picture.
did you
Yeah,
see my comment about her poll?
yeah, I saw that one. What about the
Yeah.
fake pool? What about that fake
Yeah.
pool that I found the picture on Google? I found it. I found it, and then you ran a scam because you asked for money. You said you had a whole bunch of money. You built a pool, but then right after that, you were asking for money. What's up
Yeah.
with that?
Yep.
I mean, right after that. It's no lie. Everybody else witnessed it. Even her friends
She,
told on her.
she told me she's not sending my stuff now because she's not sending stuff to her murderer.
Is she talking about herself?
I guess. I said, "You're the one with the graveyard in your yard, not me."
And you know what? Remember that outburst person that we heard in the back of James? I could have sworn that was her. It reminded me so much of her. That voice.
It, it might be
I really think that was her.
because they're
And
in
that
Dallas. So, and I bet you Lovely's staying with her too. Excuse me.
I wouldn't doubt it. What is what somebody said in here? I think it was Kai that they have Ashley on a wall. Where's Ashley on a wall?
Yeah, let's see. What did she say? They put Ashley's picture on that dried up herpes ass wall.
Okay. Well, here's what it is. Ashley don't care. She
Yeah.
doesn't care. That
And
doesn't
you know,
bother her.
she's also threatened to give a bunch of stuff to drop of things that were said. And I'm like, I'm thinking back going, it wasn't anything that serious. And at that time he was our op. So and we
Right.
both understand that he said shit about me. I've said shit about him. I'm sure they've looked
Vice
me up,
versa. They looked me
vice
up.
versa, you know,
Yeah.
and
I said stuff about Drop. I said stuff about everybody at one point because we were ops. Period.
right,
You know, we've all
right.
said that stuff.
And
And
I've admitted to everything I've done. So, you know, it's
yeah,
not like and if I did look him up 3 years ago, you know what? I don't remember and it wasn't all that serious. It's not like I did anything with that information, you know what I mean?
we didn't call the cops. We didn't call the government official. We didn't do any
No,
of that stuff. But we know who did.
right.
Point blank.
And you know, Rob was having people call the FBI and yada yada on drop. I never did.
No.
Never.
Nope.
Didn't do it. Um
We said
it's
we were
just
doing stuff, but we didn't do it.
yeah, and there was people that told me act like you're doing it and just
Mm,
get out of the chat for a minute and go back in, and it was like that's
me
what I would
too.
do because when I was on the other person's team, I
Hmm.
told her straight out, I do not call people. I will not
Right.
call people. That is not acceptable and it's not right. So don't ever expect me to do so.
Yeah, I'm not going to call even the people I really dislike. I'm not going to call government officials. I'm not going to call and have their money stopped. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. That's interfering into their real life. I'm not going to do that, no matter how much I dislike you. It's not. Did I ever call anybody on you when we were fighting? I
Mm-mm.
mean, see, no, I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous. We can keep it on YouTube, like Logic said.
And then
But,
the picture of my dolls, and she keeps telling me to go play with my dolls. They're collectibles, you stupid freaking idiot.
yeah, they're collectible. Everybody, I actually was gonna get one. I mean, so what? But a lot of people,
Right.
there's like a whole sector of people on YouTube, and they had it on TLC.
Thousands.
Yeah, they had it on. There's a whole episode on TLC for the Born Dolls.
Reborn dolls,
So
yeah.
yeah, Reborn
Hey,
Dolls. I mean, they even go ahead.
hey, flawed to perfection.
Hey, Flawed. Hey, everybody in the chat. Alicia. Hey, Kai. Hey, Bums.
And
Curly.
anything that happened 2 to 3 years ago means
Mm-hmm.
absolute shit.
Facts.
It doesn't. It's whatever. And you know what? And at that time, the things she was saying about everybody else, and I kept telling her, I said, you know what? These are people that I care about, even though they went somewhere else, does not mean that I'm going to attack them because this person's attacking them. And, you know, now she's saying Rob's the best thing since sliced bread again. And I'm like, you know, see, I
It,
have nothing. I have nothing against Rob. I do not.
neither do I.
You know what? I was with them for a time. I left. That's the end of the story.
Yeah, Drop has done nothing but be nice to me. He's accepted me. He's been they. I can't say anything but nice things about him. So I
Oh,
just
he's
didn't.
from what
I
I
just
from
didn't
what
know him. I just didn't know
right
him. I was listening to the idiot,
exactly.
and that's
Mm-hmm.
what happened. We
Mm-hmm.
judged him because we were told lies. So
Hey,
that's what happened.
hey, Alicia.
Hey, y'all.
Um, and Rob doesn't like her. He's kicked her out of that chat. I don't know how many times, and all she does is brown nose and act like She's the most important thing. And then she said that I said that he was in love with me and he was coming to California because I'm an empath. An empath would not know
An
if he's
empath has feelings. They feel other people's feelings, and they're just so tuned in to everyone's feelings around them, and they feel for people. She doesn't know what an empath is. It's a psychic, you idiot.
right. So I feel when things are bad or they're going to be bad, I can feel the energy. It drives me freaking nuts. And I've explained this to her. So, and that's what an empath is. You're feeling all this crap. And it's just like, holy moly. And do you know how many empaths are actually out in the world? The dumb shit.
A lot.
It's a term. So, she needs to get over herself. And, it's like, yeah. I have not said anything. The only thing I said in that thing, and I said it to her because I knew it would piss her off, and I was hoping she would just go away. Instead, she wanted me to apologize to her for having an opinion or feelings about a situation I no longer wanted to be in.
Right. No, you don't have to apologize for anything. If you want to apologize for something, you'll do it on your own time, but not when prodded to do so.
I shouldn't have to apologize for how I feel. No, it wasn't. It wasn't her. Except for she did agree with me. I told her she was gullible. She believed everything and anything. She doesn't do the research right. And Kanika or Inisha, whichever one it is, saying that she was her spirit mom. She feels her in her soul. She's around her house all the time. She loves her like it was her own daughter. She's her spirit mom.
Okay.
Hey, Shalinda. Hey, Curry.
Shalinda. Hey, Rama Panto. What was I gonna say to you? Oh, I gotta tell you something later about.
Uh-oh.
No, I got inundated. I'll just say it like this: I got inundated from the beef people the other day. Yeah.
Oh, why? I mean, it's like, is she that immature that she has to? It was a conversation of a question. I never said anything that she was racist. I never said that she couldn't go where she didn't want to go. She kept asking me, is she going to be kicked out? And I said, absolutely not. That's not what this is all about. But the thing is if this is how you feel, and if you support this guy in that manner, I can't be friends with you.
Yeah, they came over to my channel, came in my chat, and then they covered my platform because I didn't know what they were on, because they came up, they clicked the link, and then they called me rude, and they tried to, I think they were trying to porn me because they kept on saying they couldn't see themselves. And I was like, well, why do you need to see yourself? Just talk. Like, what's up? How can I help you? Is what I said.
Oh, I was there. Yeah.
You were there. Yeah, that was crazy. And I knew where they came from. Hey, Tit.
Well, remember, I text you.
Yes. And I knew who they were before, because there's one name that I recognize from being over there, because I watch certain people that are over there on a regular basis, like Vic Damone and a couple other people, and I see certain names in the chats, and I'm like, I know this person. And I recognized a couple of voices too.
Yeah, because I talked to her one time on Are These People once on her panel, and I have nothing against them. They shouldn't even be. They don't even know the whole story, and because of whatever, she's taken it in a whole different perspective than what it actually was. So
I don't know what their smoke was with me, though. Like, they just came to me out of nowhere, and I was like, what?
That's because she put us all in her tag on that one live that she did that we didn't go to. I wasn't, or I think you guys did, but I mean, it's like,
I was
Yeah.
angry that she even put me there, and I was having an address it. I was going to have an address it stream. You know how I do the address it streams where we address our crap and try to come to a agreement. And so I wanted her to come to my stream so we could talk like women, and I still do because it's like it's not going to get resolved if we don't talk about it. This dueling live stream thing doesn't work out, especially if she's not understanding the problem. She doesn't understand, and she will not come out of the bushes and just approach it. That's what I
No.
want her to do.
I mean, if that, just go your merry way. I mean,
Do that.
it didn't work out. I'm sorry. But
Mm-hmm.
you banned yourself from this community by what you said and did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah,
no one else brought it out to YouTube, and it wasn't going to be brought out to
and
YouTube
and
because
feisty. Yeah, she brought it to two. She brought it to two piece panel for no gosh darn reason.
I didn't move fast enough for her.
We don't care about that. You don't have to move on anybody's pace, but anybody's pace but your own. You don't
No,
run. Nobody runs you.
I think that's right when my husband got out of the hospital 2 weeks ago, right? So,
Yes,
yeah.
and I was angry about that. He had literally the day before or that same day because we were actually up all night. He had just gotten out, and I was like, how can you really mess with a woman who is dealing with a family issue as you were? And I'm like, no, this is not how that works. This is not how any of that works. So we stood up. We were like, no, we're not going to do that. Pisces going through one of the probably hardest times of her life,
Yeah.
and you want to bring that smoke to her? Nope, not today, not tonight.
Yeah, there was no reason for it. And as I said, it took me days to even call her because I had to think about it. And it's like, do I
Oh, they
really
don't know
want
what
to
you're
ask
talking
her
about.
that? Oh,
They don't.
Ostara, Alicia
Oh, sorry.
Ostara. Sorry, I should say names. We say names over here. So I was trying to
Mm-hmm.
be polite and not act like I'm attacking her because that's not what I'm doing.
No, at all. No,
Hey,
we're not.
tired of tit for tat.
Hey,
Hey,
tired of.
everybody. He is doing better. His lungs are still weak.
Mm-hmm.
That's a concern, and he has a clogged artery. He just had a test done of his brain waves yesterday, and they have to go in and basically what we call it is roto-rooter out that artery.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. He's just not doing okay. He can't walk for very long. And this smoke here is horrid. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's a little clearer today, but when both of us have lung problems, it's you can't go outside at all.
Well, so are you guys thinking of possibly like moving somewhere else, or what are you thinking? Because of his breathing and stuff, or is that going to improve? Are they saying is that going to?
It's supposed to, but when they did the surgery, as I said, it was a 2-hour surgery that took 7,
Oh my!
and it was supposed to be microscopic. You should see his side; it's all cut up.
That's that laparoscopic surgery is a. They say it's supposed to be better, but like when I had my hernias done and all that stuff, dude, it's the same. I don't care what they say. It's worse, actually, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
they're still cutting you up, but they ended up cutting open his side, and she literally
Oh,
had to go in and scoop out with her hands the
Jesus.
infection.
Mm-mm. I see. Oh, that poor man. See, and that's why. Oh, see, this is why. This right here is why I said it was not. This is why I got so mad at her. This was not the time or place for Astara to do that. And I understand that she had feelings or whatever she felt, but she could have addressed it with you only behind the scenes, and it would have been it would have been smooth. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Right, and
Not.
that's what I was expecting. And then I called her, and
Mm-hmm.
I text her, and I waited a little while, and it's after that I snapped. It's like, what are you doing, and
Right.
why? What did I
Right.
do to you? I go, someone else brought this to me. I'm only asking the questions. It does not affect how I feel about you one way or another, but I don't want to be friends with someone who has those types of opinions because I don't look at things that way.
Right. Right. And see that's excuse me. And that's the problem. The people don't understand that some things should just be handled on YouTube and not on YouTube. But when you bring them to YouTube, then it needs to be addressed from then on YouTube because people are like, okay, what exactly happened? And that's why I don't understand why her friends came to me and tried. I don't know what I don't know what their purpose was. I don't have problems with those people, but I don't like how I was approached. I don't like that, but
No.
I don't like the fact that she won't alone approach me or you, back actually just you. But now since she's involved me and others, I just would like to have some understanding. So if she hears this, Ostara, let's talk. You know,
Yeah.
let's talk.
It's not as big a deal as what she's making it out. And because as she handled it the way she did,
Hmm.
people side-eyed her and said, we don't want any of that.
No, no, and if she would just talk it out, I think it would make things a lot better. You know, so because maybe there's stuff that we don't know or da da da. I thought she was pretty cool, but
I did
now.
too. I used to talk to her on the phone, everything else.
Mhm.
So I mean, and I don't know. Tit for tat, how did I ruin your friendship, your appetite? What did I say? And Mama Cynthia, hello love.
Hi, Miss Cynthia. Hello.
I'm so sorry. Tit for tat, what can I do to make it better?
How can we help you? How can we help you get your appetite back? I'm so sorry. If there's something I said, my bad, girl. My bad.
No, she says it's my fault.
Yeah, I was sitting here trying not to run water because I was like actually about to take a bath when I got up here. I was like, uh-oh. Yeah,
Oh,
I
and
think. Mhm.
another well, I'm sorry, another thing before I get that Angel said is I do not know how to talk properly.
Okay, this is. I am sick and tired of illiterate, dumb people trying to attempting to tell other people how to speak. Stay in your own lane and worry about why you aren't camming up and why you're trying to tell other people how to apologize when you are lying about everything you say. Don't
Mhm.
worry about proper English. Worry about why you're lying.
I mean, she's sitting there yelling and screaming that, Sakina doesn't have any kids and this and that. I'm like, "Oh my god, you believe everything everybody puts out there that's on that side."
This woman lied to Beanbag and told Beanbag that I talked about her autistic son. I never did that. Never, 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 never did it. Never spoke illy on their child. I don't do that. I don't talk about children. And
Nope.
yes, Miss Cynthia, she can't. That is funny because she can't hold a decent conversation. You can go on with that, girl. Bye. Y'all were tearing her up in that chat last night. I was dead. I was like,
I
yo.
I was laughing so hard as I was typing, I couldn't help it. And I'm like, God, I've been like this for the last few days, just whatever comes out of my mouth. And I'm like, oh, crap.
I'm glad you're laughing. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. You gotta
Uh,
laugh at it. And I said that on my stream. I said, you know what? I'm so glad that Feisty's over there laughing, but that's a better approach than me sitting dragging somebody. Laugh at them. Laugh at
yep.
them. It's just like it's just as good to me. Okay, I'm gonna jump down because I'm about to take a bath, but I just wanted to come up here and be on your panel and say I'm really happy that we worked stuff out, and yeah, I'm glad that your husband's cool too. I'm
Yeah,
really happy.
he's doing okay. Just slow recovery. It's gonna be a little bit.
Well, I'll
So,
continue to pray for you guys, and I got your back. So you're awesome. So I will talk to you soon.
all right. Thank
All
you.
right,
Okay.
bye.
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 All right, guys. Well, you heard it now from the peanut gallery. Oh, the peanut gallery keeps speaking. It's just the things that come out of their mouth and how they twist it. It's just unbelievable. And I don't give a crap what Angel has to say because even if there was some truth in what she says, it's not the total truth. And unless you can tell the total truth, don't speak at all. Just don't. You can show all the screenshots you want, but there was also phone conversations in between those texts about some of this stuff. And how I feel about my family has nothing to do with YouTube because she told me things too. So keep it up. Just go your own way. And you know what? I have a right to my opinion. You have a right to yours, even though it's misguided, misconstrued. But then again, I don't know how to talk properly. Huh. That's funny because I've had some awfully high paying jobs that had to do with talking to people on the phone all the time. And that's why I got hired because I knew how to talk to people. No matter how shitty the job got, when people are yelling and screaming at you, and I worked for a newspaper. We're talking about Gummy Does Dallas, mama. So she's been taking screenshots of things I say. I don't care. I don't care. I don't record anybody. I take a screenshot here and there, and it's only when I'm just like, oh, I know I do. I was also a model when I was younger. So don't tell me what I don't have accomplishments in my life because she has no clue. Radio station that she says she works for. I literally worked for radio stations. Got paid. Did commercials. Did live events. I do know how to talk properly. I just don't like hearing me on the radio in a grocery store, department store. She's pretty creepy. And she's sitting there telling, as I said earlier, she's sitting there telling Drop that I'm this evil person. I don't even like Drippy, but I'm going to send you this stuff. Uh-oh. Let me refresh your memory. Has a premiere going on. Does everybody want to go watch it? She deletes comments. She dirty deletes. She yells and screams. Let's talk about someone who cannot talk properly. Okay. The way she downgrades women, men, yells and screams. I mean, effing B comes out of her mouth every other word. You don't see me doing that. I'd rather have class than act like an entire fool. I'm not going to sit here and yell and scream at anybody because any conversation I have with people on the phone is generally like I'm talking to you now. And I'll try to even, come up with scenarios of how a person's might feeling, and I get yelled at a lot. So yeah, she needs to let it go. So I don't care what she does. And I am who I am. I'm not hurting anybody. Do you know that let's see, January, I think it was January 15th or around there is when we went over to Drops and we haven't left since. And I've been there almost a year now in about 3 months. So this is the longest I have ever stayed with a channel holder. All the rotten things, everything was ever said about Drop and what I see are two different things. So no, not only was I misguided, misinformed about another human being, I'm glad I have the opportunity to get to know Drop because he's actually a really nice person. And I've said this before. I respect him. Thank you, Uni. Maybe I'll have to sing a song for her, Uni. If you want to help me work on that, I'll let you know. I have to find words because those are funny. I'm going to do it creatively. I'm not going to do it sit here and yelling, screaming. That's not my style, and it's not who I am. She she has. I'm going to call you May for Mayfield. So May, yep, I agree with you. She keeps saying, I mean, she was saying it last night too. Drop basically told her it's like he didn't give a fuck. A lot of people have called the cops on him, and then there was a B at the end, and I was like, oh, I write the songs too, Uni. We'll work on it together. Yeah, and then we'll get it together. So I'm not worried, concerned. I know how I feel about everybody on this side that has made me feel so welcome. The prayers, the the community as a whole, our community has a bunch of talented, smart people. So, I'm losing subs because Myron just went live. So, yeah, he's a good person. He's sweet. He loves his girlfriend and his family. That means a lot to me right there, showing what kind of man he is and what he's willing to do for his family. He's not on Section 8. He just bought a house. Oh, Sandra. Oh, that's right. I was going, okay, I know that last name. I'm a dork sometimes, okay? But if I didn't have you guys during the time that my husband was in the hospital, I think I would have been better. I had been worse off. I had been worse off because I had you guys to talk to and watch lives because I was the only one home with my dogs, taking care of them, taking care of me in the house, and not knowing what was going on for 3 weeks. Oh, and my therapist thinks that she has a borderline or a straight personality disorder is what her problem is because I've talked about her the last couple of years. Now I don't talk about her at all anymore. I haven't talked about her in months, except for when she attacks me. But now she thinks she's big and bad because she's with Faith and Lovely. Ugly, fugly. The potted meat woman. That's their business. Go take it over there. Stay out of my house and stay out of my chat, except for you guys. You know what I mean. I'm not saying that to you guys. So, anyways, let's go over and watch Myron. I just wanted to do a quick live and, you know, thank you, Uni. I love all you guys too. I really do. I mean, I'd hope that if I was doing something wrong, you'd tell me and we could talk about it. That's the type of person I am. Shalinda, I'm talking about Gummy Does Dallas. But this is me. What you get and how I'm talking is how I talk to people in my real life. I'm used to dealing with not people like her. I have never had a friend like her before who was so wrapped up in themselves that only their opinion mattered and only they talked because you couldn't get a word in edgewise. And then when you did talk, she was condescending and treated you as if you were stupid. I'm not stupid. Oh, and then she said, I live in a shack of a house. Honey, I hope my house that I'm living in now is not a shack because it's worth $485,000. My other house is over $1 million. And I'm not bragging about it, but you can't tell me that I live in shacks. And for this area, that's a really good price. And they're both being sold. And we are buying another house. Already in the process. Not going to tell you where I'm moving. Just she is stupid, but Shalenda, she's out there, twisting things up and lying like she normally does because she's gullible and believes everything everybody says to her, and then she wants to take anything that was said to her and make it look like it's something that it's not. And that's because she never paid attention when someone else talks. I'd had enough of her and the things she was saying about people. And I kept asking her, I said, you need to stop that. I go, why are you doing this to people? They didn't do anything to you. They were calling us all bitches. And call me a bitch like it's a bad thing. Come on. Put Queen Bitch on top of that. But yeah, she was talking about a lot of people over there and made lots of videos on them. And she has 3 channels now because she told me once that she couldn't remember her password. It's ridiculous. She's ridiculous. Anyways, let's go over and see what Myron has to say or watch the other live. As I said, I just want to make this a short one. But I love you all. And I'll see you in the chats. All right. Ciao.